And we are live. We are back, baby. It's hashtag Friday Pie Day. We got the background back. Drew's back. DrewTube, you know what time it is. It's hashtag Friday Pie Day. Hopefully everybody has a good hashtag Friday Pie Day. We just got a hurricane. It sucked. Sorry to anybody that was on the west side of Florida. I'm actually on the west side of Florida. We didn't get smacked as hard as some places because we're on the southwest side of Florida. But, you know, prayers to all the people that are up in Tallahassee or on the panhandle of Florida, even all the way up to Atlanta. Some people in North Carolina, stuff like that. A lot of people got hit. This storm was like this. It almost took up like the entire east coast of the United States. It was crazy. It was a huge storm. And, you know, my thoughts and prayers go out for everybody. You know, we only had a little bit of flooding here for the most part, but power went on and off sometimes and things of that sort. But there's nothing even comparatively remotely close to the devastation that they saw in northern Florida. So everybody, you know, give all of them a shout out. Hopefully everybody got out okay. And yeah. So with that being said, hopefully everybody is having a good hashtag Friday Pie Day with their beautiful families. And we're going to get into some stuff. We've got gold hitting new all-time highs every day. We got Bitcoin might be the $35 billion savior of the United States currency, says Donald Trump, right? Let's see what Trump does with that. And man, we're just going to get into it. We're going to talk about Burl Core. We're going to talk about the gold course. I finally got it filmed. That's why I don't have this background anymore, this gray background that was I'm sure everybody was hating that because they want to see the hashtag Friday Pie Day on a Friday Pie Day, right? They want to see baby Drew back here spinning in the background right here. There he is. Let's get it. All right, so first and foremost, I want to talk about, we'll talk about gold here in a minute. It's pretty wild. Some stuff has happened inside of gold. Why is this? I got an ad on my screen. Take the ad off. I don't care about that. All right, check this out. This is nuts. Trump's a wild dude, man. Trump's a wild dude. Where's my applications? Bing, bang. All right, boom. Okay, so we've got Trump over here. He's saying, hey, man, look. Crypto could help us pay off the $35 trillion US debt. Now, although that's quite lofty, right? Because crypto by itself is only worth like 2 trillion, right? The whole market, everything. All the way down to the poo coins, all the way down, man, $2 trillion. But he is saying that he wants to use cryptocurrency to help pay off the $35 trillion debt. Now, do I think that that's what he's going to do? No, I don't. I honestly don't. I'm going to tell you why. The reason I think this is like what he's saying is maybe we use a little bit of our crypto that we own, that we have basically taken as, what would we call it? Like eminent domain, right? Whenever we seized it from criminals or criminal organizations, whatever it may be, right? We could take that and maybe pay off some of our debt outside of the country with it. But I don't actually see them doing that. And the reason why I say that is because I see them more, it's all assuming if Trump gets elected, right? If Trump gets elected, this is what I could see happening. I could see them basically spinning up a new currency, right? And then backing said currency with cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, with physical assets like gold, like silver, and actually going back to almost like that gold standard, but it'll be a basket of assets, not just gold. It'll be, you know, gold, crypto, silver, things of that sort, right? So I see that pivot coming. That's actually one of the things that I'm teaching in that gold course that I just filmed for Verified Investing. And I see that pivot coming from a mile away. We should have seen it coming from like 10, 15, 20 years away. But, you know, did we? I don't know. I definitely didn't, not 10, 15 years ago, but I definitely see it now. And the reason why we're seeing that is because of the BRICS nations. The BRICS nations are wanting to come out with a digital currency that's backed by gold, backed by crypto, whatever, right? And they're buying up gold in troves due to this because they're trying to topple the US dollar as the world reserve currency and then create a BRICS world reserve currency, at least China is, right? And so BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, right? And then there's more that just got added. We won't go into it. If you want to hear about it, go check it out. I've got videos on my YouTube channel, or you can Google anything that you want. Secondarily, I see us kind of doing that to compete with China, doing that to compete with BRICS, because if they're coming out with this, I don't know, like gold and crypto backed digital currency, right, then the US is going to do the same so that they don't fall behind or so that it doesn't get toppled as the world reserve currency, because we want to keep our world reserve currency status, right? Everybody wants that, at least the United States. Like the people that are in the global world reserve currency, like top spot, they always want to keep that, right? So that's why they're going to do things like that. Now, in my opinion, that's probably what he's referring to more than anything, rather than just saying like, oh, we're going to invest in Bitcoin and we're going to make $35 trillion. No, you're not. So I would take all of that article with a grain of salt and then just understand like that's, what's going to happen. Now, here's the other thing that was pretty cool, I thought. PayPal is now using or allowing US business accounts to trade in crypto. Now, again, take this even furthermore with a grain of salt. Why? Because everybody knows how I feel about PayPal letting people, buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrencies. So they're set to allow US merchants to purchase, hold, and sell cryptocurrency directly through their PayPal accounts. This has nothing to do, so make no mistake, this has nothing to do with them saying, okay, you can accept cryptocurrency, right? That's cool, whatever. Everybody's fine with that. This is saying you can take the US dollars inside of your PayPal business account from your business and buy Bitcoin with it, buy Ethereum with it, sell Ethereum back to USD, sell Bitcoin back to USD, or whatever currency it is that is your native currency on that PayPal platform, whatever it is that you choose and set up, right? That doesn't mean crap. That means less than you know what, in my opinion. Why? Because it's not your crypto. You're not holding the crypto. It's numbers on a screen. It is the same BS, different toilet. Same different toilet, right? Why? Because whenever they're saying, oh, yeah, you can buy and sell USD to Bitcoin, USD to Ethereum on PayPal, they're not actually giving you Bitcoin. It's just they're just taking $50 from your USD balance and putting it into Bitcoin at a certain price at the time of the trade and saying, oh, well, guess what? You have $50 worth of Bitcoin. And maybe that goes up over time. Maybe it goes down over time, right? Nothing changes, because if you hit up PayPal, you're not going to be able to just like whip out your phone, right? Hey, PayPal, can I have my $50 worth of Bitcoin? They're going to say, no, you got to take it back into USD, bro. That's what's going to happen. They're not going to give you the Bitcoin. You don't have a Bitcoin wallet. You don't have an Ethereum wallet. So until they do that and it's self-custodied and you actually see that Bitcoin in your wallet, it is still the same fake dog turd Web2 instruments that we're already used to. They're just incorporating crypto, right? And I use those air quotes like seriously. They're incorporating crypto, right? Because it is a huge marketing scheme. It is a huge rhetoric that's going on inside of the global financial ecosystems right now. They're positioning themselves, trust and believe, all these big institutions, they're positioning themselves for the bull run way before the bull run happens, man. And they know that when that bull run happens, it's going to onboard a bunch of users because they're going to say, oh, well, I don't need to go buy Bitcoin on whatever. I'll just do it through PayPal, right? Robinhood, whatever. I'll buy the ETFs, right? Same Web2 dog turd instruments that are archaic, that have worked for hundreds of years, maybe not hundreds of years, but you see what I'm saying, like decades, and they're incorporating those into now cryptocurrency, right? So you're not actually going to have Bitcoin. You're not actually going to have Ethereum. You're just going to have a number on a screen that says, oh, yeah, you got some of this. Now, this is how you know that the bull run is getting ready to start kicking off, man. Because not only are those types of companies, we've got the BlackRocks, we've got the Vanguards, we've got the Grayscales that are filing for all the ETFs for Bitcoin, Ethereum. We've got an XRP trust that's coming out soon as well. But also you're seeing stuff like this pop up everywhere. Crypto investor turns $1,300 into $3.4 million in 15 days of trading, blah, 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 by investing in Moo Dang. But liquidity concerns or insider suspicions arose, right? So here's my point. You're going to see all of this stuff happening. He literally took 9.8 SOL, which is like $1,300, to buy 38.7 million Moo Dang on September 10th, and it's now worth $3.4 million. That doesn't necessarily mean he's actually got $3.4 million. Why do I say that? because anybody that's worth their salt in this market knows that it's only worth what you can extract from the liquidity pool. Okay. So if there's not, even though your number on your screen says your 34 million coins of moo dang, poo dang, right, are worth $3.4 million because they're valued at 10 cents a piece or something, right? Go see what's in the liquidity pool. Because if there's only $1 million worth of USDC or USDT or BUSD or whatever the trading pair is inside of that, you're not getting $3.4 million. You're going to tank the coin all the way down, and the most you're going to be able to pull out. And I'm not saying these are the exact numbers. I'm saying you need to check the liquidity pool, because liquidity pools have half of it is going to be the coin, and half of it is going to be the USD or USDT, USDC or USDT pairs, right? So if you've got $1.5 million in the liquidity pool in USDC, there's also $1.5 million of poo dang in the liquidity pool. And they're saying that the liquidity pool is worth $3 million. Well, that's not even going to be worth how much his coins are worth, right? So if he literally wanted to liquidate all of his coins and run today, he's not getting $3.4 million. So anybody that's worth their salt, that knows anything about liquidity pools, knows anything about decentralized financial instruments and institutions, platforms like Uniswap, Pancake Swap, whatever swap, right? You know that just because it says that that market cap is $500 million, there is not $500 million of liquidity backing that token for you to get out $500 million worth of dollars, right? So you're going to see these things popping up everywhere, and they start to pop up more and more when bull runs start to come around. And November 5th, actually, that's like a month and a week away, roughly. That's when the election happens. So you're seeing all of these different institutions positioning themselves. You see gold hitting new all-time highs. You see stocks not necessarily doing that great. You see people like Warren Buffett out here taking more money out of the stock market into cash than he's ever done. One of the biggest investors, we're talking hundreds of billions of dollars, tens to hundreds of billions of dollars he's taking out and extracting from the stock market to keep it in cash. And then you see all these big institutions buying a bunch of gold over the past 10 years, buying a bunch of gold over the past, however many months, probably about a year, actually, past couple of years. And they're gearing up and they're taking their cash and putting it into something that they can store as a value right now before the markets start to push up, because we don't know whether it's going to be Kamala Harris or whatever her name is. Kamala, I don't know how to pronounce her name. Either way, I don't care. Or Donald Trump are going to be the president. We don't know which one's going to be it, because everybody thinks it's going to be Trump, but everybody thought last time it was going to be Trump. And then somehow Joe Biden won in the biggest landslide and largest margin ever and dethroned a seated president with one of the best economies that ever happened. So anything can happen is kind of my point. It could be Kamala, it could be Trump. And until people know that, which happens on November 5th, so by November 6th, everybody should know who's going to be the president-elect, right? It usually, they'll tally it up, within 24 hours. And so once that happens, I think you could see a crypto bull run starting to happen. Gold is setting new all-time highs every day. Gold could potentially go up to the $2,900 range. And I'm not going to give you the TA on it. I could do the TA another time, but there is basic level technical analysis, very high level technical analysis that's backing that I've personally done. I was actually doing, the reason why I know this is because I was doing that technical analysis inside of the gold course. So I'm saying 28 to 2,900 is probably the next leg up, the next target for potential like all-time high for gold, right? So just pay attention, because the bull run might be starting, probably by the end of this year, or at the very least, hopefully by whatever it's like, beginning of next year. Okay. Then we've got these two Goombas, man. These guys, idiots, man. Idiots. But I mean, not idiots. I mean, they are idiots for sure. But they got a lot of people. Some people got. We'll just say it like that. And like Marshawn Lynch said, I might get got, but I'll tell you one thing. I'm a get mine more than I get got. If you don't know who Marshawn Lynch is, Google him, look him up. He's a funny guy. I like Marshawn Lynch. He's got a lot of funny quotes. Anyways, just another Miami duo, right? That makes Miami look horrible. Miami and LA duo charged for $230 million cryptocurrency scam. I actually talked about this last week. This happened last Friday. On Around the Blockchain. If you're not watching Around the Blockchain, you're not watching me on Around the Blockchain whenever I go, feel free to do so. I'd appreciate it. Thanks for the support. These guys were 20 and 21 years old. These guys were young guys, right? And they were like trying to buy like all of these, like we'll call them Instagram models, cars. They're not actually Instagram models. They're a little bit a higher level than Instagram modeling, we'll say. I think you guys probably know what I'm talking about, but they were like trying to buy them purses and cars and all this stuff. And they were like flexing all this money, $230 million, where they're just like flexing all this, spending millions of dollars every single day on parties and stuff on Instagram and, whatever it was. Right. And literally they got caught and now they're getting charged and they're going to have to give all the money back. And then they're also going to probably go to jail for a very long time. And most likely what's going to happen is they're going to get smacked down because the person that they stole this from, let's just say it's not somebody you want to steal from. They've been quoted as a person from Washington, D.C. And if you know what Washington, D.C. is, that's basically the entire cesspool of government officials, government contracted individuals, black-sided corporations and people, lobbyists and stuff like that. That's probably not the person you want to steal $250 million from. So, these guys are probably going to get smacked. They literally arrested them and then like took every account of their arrest like off of the internet and acted like these guys didn't even exist like immediately after arresting them, because apparently what it looks like to me, at least, somebody in a huge position of power was like, nope, we're going to deal with these guys ourselves. And, most likely these guys are going to sing at each other or sing on each other. Another thing that I thought was kind of poetic justice. Another snitch went to jail, which was, or is going to jail, which is Caroline Ellison, snitched on, and so did her like counterparts, some dude named Wang or something like that, some other guy, snitched on SBF, which was great. Everybody wanted to see SBF go down. Bam, just smacked him, right? But Caroline Ellison got smacked too, because you don't just get to like take $28 billion and use it as however the hell you want to use it and then just get off scot-free because you snitch on the curly-haired dude. No. So she's still getting like 3 years in the Fed for that, which is awesome, at least in my opinion. So, because at the end of the day, this is what the judge cited. He was like, look, thank you for helping us and we appreciate it and you helped us build our case, but we can't give you a get out of jail free card, because then other people are going to think that they can just go out and start doing all this stuff. And then they can just snitch on the next guy and be off scot-free. No problem. Right. So I think that does set a good precedent for her and for other people. Now I want to talk about Wolfer really quick. So, okay, really quickly, people were having problems with the claiming dashboard, right? So what was the problem with the claiming dashboard? It seemed like they weren't being able to like get past the sign up page. Why did the sign up page matter? If anybody remembers, because everybody's like, dude, just remove the sign up page, bro. It's not that hard, man. And I'm like, you're right. It's not that hard to remove the sign up page. Absolutely. You're absolutely correct. That is definitely true. Here's what that does though. Because if you remove the sign up page, if you remember why we have a sign up page, it's because a bunch of people back then, way back when, right? We're like, my wallet got hacked and I won't be able to claim my rewards because then it'll get drained. So we enacted a fix for that, right? Being the giving person that I am, we enacted a fix for that. That fix was the sign up page where you linked your wallet, linked your, whatever it's called, email, man. And then there was a sign up portion where then you could then add extra wallets so that you could log in with your hacked wallet and then claim with a different wallet. So it's harder now without the sign up page, which we've already done away with. We got rid of it. Okay. But it's harder now to get your wallets added and get credited to it, because it's harder to link a wallet to another wallet than it is to just link that wallet to an email sign up. Okay. I don't think I think people are really used to Web 2, and they're like, oh, this should be easy. This should be easy. It's no problem. No, this is a live environment. This is a live, can claim and get your money immediately environment. This isn't like, oh yeah, put in your claim request and we'll airdrop it to you later. No, it's a liquidity pool. You're taking it out of a liquidity pool, and you're taking rewards in these scenarios, right? Say you have the hacked wallet and then you link another wallet. You're taking another wallet and giving it permission to claim the rewards for another wallet and because your wallet is hacked, right? Or you're adding 7 different wallets that you have 7 different TWF assets in, right? Your shares in the company, and you're claiming them all at the same time. These are complex interactions on blockchains that blockchain and Web3 does not necessarily have the infrastructure for right now. Go name any platform that does that says, yeah, for sure, come into our claiming dashboard and you can claim 7 different rewards from 7 different wallets all at the same time. Connect all those wallets all at the same time with one wallet, and then you'll be able to claim your rewards from all of those different wallets, all those different TWF assets, your shares, and you'll be able to claim the dividends for all of them all at the same time. It gets aggregated into one nice, quick, easy transaction for you. Name another platform in the world that does that right now. There are none. It's just us. It's hard. It's not easy. Our devs built that and essentially almost invented it, right? So you got to understand that there's limitations to the things that you can do. We are not gods. So now that we have removed the sign up procedure, because people can't get through the sign up procedure, because here's the reason why you probably can't get through the sign up procedure. 1, you have a cache issue. You need to clear your cache. You need to clear your browsing history. 2, you have a browser issue. You need to be in an incognito tab. Try it. 3, you are on the wrong type of browser and maybe it's not working for you on Google Chrome. Go to a different browser. Try it, right? Go to a private browser. 5, you are on a VPN. Disconnect from your VPN. Okay, there's that. 6, you are just too impatient and you're not giving that platform that has all of these crazy capabilities built into it time to actually think to get you where you need to go. Sometimes it takes 2-3 minutes for this thing to load because it's got so many back end complexities to it. Or you have a wallet, say a MetaMask, right, that has your TWF in it, and then you have Binance Wallet, Trust Wallet, whatever, Rabby Wallet, and you have all of these extensions enabled all at the same time, but your TWF is only in your MetaMask. Disconnect all those other wallets, okay? Disable those extensions while you're on the claiming dashboard, because what are those wallets all doing? All 4 of those wallets that are extensions that are enabled all at the same time, they're all fighting at the same time to connect to that dashboard first. So if you disable all the ones that you know don't need to be connected, it's going to be easier for you. Secondarily, you're also probably just not giving it, first off, the time. But the other thing about it is whenever you're connecting your wallet, you might not be logged into it. So make sure that before you connect to the claiming dashboard, you go to your MetaMask and make sure that you're logged into your MetaMask and it's open and available. And then you got to do your smart contract interaction to click through and say, yes, I want to connect to this. Now, what we have is and I'll show you because it's already done. But I already know there's going to be complaints on this because people are going to be like, oh, dude, I can't add another wallet. You can't have everything, okay? You can't have everything. So, yeah, unfortunately, that sucks, dude, But if I disconnect my wallet from this, hold on. Literally, the sign-up page is gone. All you have to do is connect your wallet. Just click connect wallet, bing, bang, boom, waiting, boom. Okay, cool. And you're good. Now, you can still come down here and click connect additional wallets, enter your wallet, go through the tutorial, all that good stuff. But man, like it's a tougher process now. It's a tougher process for sure because it's now trying to link your wallet to another wallet in a smart contract on a Web3 platform. It's not as easy now. So go in and do your claims and stuff, but like just understand that like there's limitations to this, and for the people that got their wallets hacked, just also remember that that's not everybody else's problem. And I hate to say it like that. I really do. But I mean, honestly, like that's what it comes down to. It's not everybody else's problem. And it's not everybody else's fault that you got your wallet hacked. And it's like a 1% of the people that have their wallets hacked, man. I can't turn the thing on for you to move your NFTs. So I came up with another fix. So your shares are still in your wallet, and then you add another wallet. And that's just that's what it is. But I try to, here's the thing. I can't please everybody all the time, but I can please most people most of the time, right? So if you're in that like minority of people that's like, oh, this sucks because, my wallet's hacked and I can't do this now or whatever. I mean, I had the fix. I had the fix and it worked perfectly fine. And now people are reporting that it doesn't work it doesn't work for them. And I'm like, those rewards have been up and available for like 5 months. Like, I don't understand why you haven't signed up and claimed already, but whatever. So anyways, we removed the sign up having to do that. So hopefully that helps. And I hope that everybody gets their stuff claimed. And yeah, that's that. So then now let's talk about Burlcore, man. And I'm going to run through the comments first. We got Gianni, my Italian brother from another mother. He says it's hashtag Friday Pie Day. He didn't say that, but he knows it's hashtag Friday Pie Day, and he participates because he's Italian. And he says, "What's up, Wolfers?" We got Andrew Heen. Let's go. I think this used to be Vi Hex King. Maybe not. Maybe you guys just have the same, avatar or whatever profile picture. Jeremiah Keeter, happy Friday Pie Day. Much love. Appreciate it. Richard 4, hospital pizza and a power outage. Damn, dude. Yeah, power outages suck, man. Still here and prays for days. We've got Alonzo with the trademark name. He says, hello. It's Friday Pie Day with the Wolf Pack. We've got Zulu Nation. He says, let's go. Much love. Appreciate you being here. Or no, Zulu Canadian. My bad. And then we've got what's the latest with Burlcore. All right, let's talk about Burlcore. Okay, so now that I have this gold course thing done, right? I'm going to talk about that really quick, and then we'll talk about Burlcore. So, okay, everybody knows I was filming a gold course. It's for Verified Investing, all right, which is Gareth Soloway's platform. And basically, they reached out to me and said, hey, can you know a lot about gold? Do you know how to trade gold? Can you, teach our people how to trade gold? Can you do a course? I'm like, yeah, no problem. So that's what I did. It's everything like it's over 200 videos. Okay. This thing is massive. And so it took me a long time to do it, but I already had a lot of it kind of drawn up beforehand because I was going to do my own course later on trading. But, they beat me to the punch and said, hey, come over here and do it on our platform. We've already got thousands of users. It'll be great for everybody. Okay, cool. So that's exactly what I did. I went to, did a gold course for them, right? We've got fundamental analysis in there. I taught people exactly how to, what indicators there were, and then tutorials on how to use them, what they did, how to read them, how to use them in your trading. 40 plus indicators, man. It's nuts. We've got an entire section on how to read candlesticks, regular candlesticks, and candlestick clusters, like, the three black crows or, a Maribozu close or whatever it may be. Right. And there's like dozens and dozens of different candlesticks in there and candlestick clusters that I teach, right? This is how you read them. This is what's happening. Then I have like over 24 charting patterns in there. Everything from all the way from cup and handle to, double tops, double bottoms, head and shoulders to bear flags, bull pennants, all that stuff, right? Got all that in there. We've got a risk management section. I've got 12 different trading strategies in there, maybe more. And like thorough, in-depth ones showing you exactly how to take the trades, right? High level stuff too. Then I've got an entire section on how to make money off of gold without trading gold, right? Which I thought was pretty valuable. And that's it. So this is over 220 some, I think it's like 220 some videos or something like that. So once it comes out, I think it's going to come out November 1st. They're still editing all of it. And I actually have to send off the last videos today because I just got them done filming them yesterday. So once it's launched, I'll let you guys know. And if you happen to give a F, go get the course, whatever. And you can use it on more than just gold. Like I teach it for Bitcoin as well. It's literally the same stuff. It's just a different market, right? So, I taught people how to trade gold specifically, but then I also teach people exactly how to read candlesticks, charting patterns, indicators, use all that in conjunction with a trading strategy to trade anything, not just gold. But then I have specific gold ones too, as well. So it's pretty freaking awesome, to be honest with you. I was happy to do it, and I had a lot of fun doing it. So I was glad to put what's in my head into something that can actually help people. So now we've got Burrow Core. Burrow Core sucks. I think everybody knows Burrow Core sucks. That's my opinion on it, and that's a lot of people's opinions on it. Let's be real. Go into their Discord, see how happy people are, right? Yeah, I mean, they come out with all this BS. They say like, oh, we're gonna, get, dude, here, I'm just gonna read one of their Discord messages, man. Like, this is crazy, dude. This is crazy. Go to the announcements thing. I thought this one was funny. Hold on. Please note, we are waiting on the lawyers. We're working on concluding refunds agreements. Then they'll all be released to you. Due to this, we should have them all to you today. This is on like the 6th. The countersigned documents will be with you the latest on September 10th. Dude, it's the 27th. That's 17 days later. It's not even close. We don't have our countersigned document. Drew Wolfer doesn't have his countersigned document. Craig Emsley doesn't have his countersigned document. Wolfer Finance doesn't have his countersigned document. I know another person that's a very large investor that doesn't have their countersigned document. So who got them? How, Sway? Who's getting these countersigned documents? Because here's the thing, and this is just my opinion, okay? People can be as mad about it or as whatever, butthurt about it as they want. Phil Doe, right? Phil Doe can be as mad as he wants. And yes, that's a play on words, and get over it, bro. Thin-skinned ass dude. Here's the thing. They're not going to sign those agreements until they have like the money like secured, because once they sign those agreements, it's just from like a fundamental perspective, like just logicking your way through it, right? If I'm in their shoes, okay, I probably wouldn't sign those countersigned agreements. I probably wouldn't sign those, or I probably wouldn't countersign the agreements and then send them out to everybody until I knew that funding was about to be secured, right? Because if they sign those countersigned agreements, so you got to understand this from a fundamental perspective. You don't have to like agree with them or understand it. You don't have to agree with them to understand it from their perspective, right? And I'm not saying that what they're doing is right. I'm not saying what they're doing is cool or that it's okay. I'm just stating what I think could potentially be the issue. Once they sign all of those agreements and send them out to everybody where they have the signature on it, they have now effectively put themselves on a clock, 90 days. And there's a contract, like a physical contract in place. So if their timeline for the funding gets messed up, that's going to be big problems for them. So that's my bias, my opinion on why they haven't signed those contracts just yet, is because they don't have like a definitive close date for when that funding is going to be there to where they can actually buy people shares back within that 90-day period. And I don't think they want to put themselves on that time clock until they have it, right? Until it's signed, sealed, and delivered, which I understand from a fundamental perspective. Like I said, I get it. I don't have to agree with them. I don't have to think that it's okay. I don't have to think that it's cool. I don't have to think that they're handling the right way. I don't have to think that they're handling it the right way in order for me to understand why this potentially could be happening, right? So that's probably why it's happening. And then secondarily, here's the other thing. So this, I kind of get that, right? Here's my qualm with these guys. One of my many qualms that I've stated plenty of times before. One of the qualms that I have is that they didn't put a date on that. Here's the thing. Contractually speaking, take notes, Phil. Contractually speaking, you're coming into the Discord telling people like, oh, if you didn't have it signed by the 7th, your little VAs, your Filipino VAs, Akello and Chard, that basically work about as good as Filipino VAs do. I don't know where you hired these guys from, but they don't do anything except for say, I'll be right back to you with an answer on that. And they've said the same thing for weeks, right? So here's my point. I'm not saying they're Filipino VAs. I'm saying that's the level of work you're getting out of them is like a $4 an hour virtual assistant, right? So whenever you are sending someone a contract, you can't have your VAs come into the Discord and say, if you didn't have this signed by the 7th, then you don't qualify for it. No, that's an arbitrary Discord message, homie. They qualify as long as they signed it because you didn't put a time date on it. And a generally accepted business practices time frame to sign something is less than 30 days. So if they signed it in less than 30 days, and honestly, if they signed it in less than 15, they're good to go. Whether they signed on the 7th or after is irrelevant, right? So my point is that these are the people that are taking the refund. So these guys coming into the Discord saying, oh, if you signed after the 7th, you don't qualify for it. And if you didn't sign an NDA, you don't qualify for it. There was no stipulation in your contract. Trust me, I read it. I got 2 of them. I saw them. There was no stipulation in your contract that said you have to sign this before September 7th. So that's kaput. Blew that one to smithereens. Secondarily, there's no actual provision inside of your contract either that says that you have to sign an NDA in order to accept the refund agreement. However, there is a provision in there that says you must sign an NDA if you want to receive the notes from the Borough Core forum, but that has nothing, that has jack to do with the contract, man. That has jack to do with the refund. That you're talking about signing an NDA so that you can receive a special correspondence from them. You don't have to sign an NDA to sign a contract. There's no provision in there for that. So miss me with that stuff. First and second most, right, are those 2 things. So stop coming in the Discord and trying to gaslight people and act like, oh, if you didn't sign it, you want people out. Most likely, you're probably wanting all of these loudmouth people like myself included out of your Discord, out of your life, out of your investor pool, right? Why would you limit them and say, hey, man, you signed on the 8th, so you don't qualify? I highly doubt that they're going to do that. It's all semantics. It's all, there was no target date. There was no hard date that you guys set in your your contract. And the contract's what matters, not a Discord message. So with that being said, Borough Core sucks. And until they make it right, they'll continue to suck, in my opinion. I'll keep saying that they suck because they do. And it off. Like, honestly, dude, like, we are pulling for you. As much as I like give them flack and as much as I'm like, oh, you guys suck, blah, blah, blah. We are pulling for you. We hope that you get it done. We hope that you pull it off. We hope that somebody comes in and saves the ship, proverbially speaking, and, buys out, gives you the funds that you need to buy everybody out, because there's a lot of unhappy people and you don't want unhappy people in your investor pool, man. Just let them out, get them out. So with that being said, that's my update on Borough Core. I might make a video on them now that I have my background back. Yeah, what's the latest on Borough Core? Basically that, more like, oh, can't get you a target date. Oh, can't answer this question. Oh, won't answer this question. Oh, you just asked 4 questions. Going to sidestep all of them and say, we're working on it. All that stuff. Yeah, the Borough Core stuff never ends. Yep. Happy Friday Pie Day to everybody. That's a good place to end it. We got Friday Pie Day from Cheeky Fella and Gianni, my Italian brother from another mother. I hope everybody has a good hashtag Friday with their hashtag Friday Pie Day with their beautiful families. I'm glad to have my background back. I'm glad to be able to start doing YouTube videos again, have the time to do it. Man, I'm ready to go out and do my thing. We're going to start probably talking about trading. We're probably going to start talking about indicators, charting patterns, where the crypto markets could be going, Bitcoin, stuff like that, technical analysis, fundamental analysis. We're going to start talking about gold. We're going to start talking about all the things that matter. We're going to stop calling out rug pulls as much because it seems like no one gives an F whenever I call out a rug pull. They still go and invest. And I've been doing it for years and, whatever. So we're going to grow the platform. We're going to come out and do some things that are actually going to, potentially help people get to where they're going in life, teaching them to trade, teaching them to do technical analysis, giving them some price targets, look at these markets, bing, bang, boom, all that good stuff, because I think that's going to do a lot more people a lot more good than me just calling out, the Brian Legends of the world, which is poetic justice in and of itself, because Brian Legends, Safi 2.0 has done dog, what. So he's done. I think he's done in the markets, and I think it's a good day for crypto. So we will see you in the next video. Everybody have a good weekend. Everybody have a good hashtag Friday Pie Day, and thoughts and prayers to all the people that are on the west side of Florida. We're all here for you. We're all pulling for you, and much love to everybody that showed up. Peace.